The biting fuel shortage changed the face of Nairobi as desperate motorists ran helter-skelter looking for the scarce commodity, leaving a massive traffic jam in their wake. Getting into and out of the city was a nightmare as queues into the petrol station snaked its way out, pouring out onto the road where motorists spent man-hours waiting for the jams to clear or for their turn at the pump. Since yesterday and into today, most of the city has been chock-a-block in a traffic jam occasioned by this very biting fuel shortage.
Hii shida ya fuel hata hatujapata jua niko namna gani, juu ni mwanzo. Hatujui kama itaendelea hivyo ama tutakuwa namna hiyo. Juu sasa unaona traffic imekuwa jam na ni siku ya za kwanza. Sasa tunauliza serikali kama itakuwa hivyo ama itaisha.
My job from yesterday to today, there's nothing I've done all through. And it is really bad and very disappointing for our government not taking care. Because I think there's a lot of corruption on the fuel.
But apart from the jams, there were moments of joy whenever a fuel truck was seen at the petrol stations by many eagerly awaiting the precious contents. But in the rush, many Kenyans crowded around the petrol stations, arguing and pushing for their turn, oblivious of the potent mix of fuel fumes and idling engines, a potential fire hazard. Very oblivious of the danger, most Kenyans are now in a rush to get fuel. They're all jam-packed in one place, there's lots of fuel fumes, and anything could happen. And the fuel dealers, who have been vilified by many for being unscrupulous, were still at the end of the day having their way. In order to buy fuel using a container, every motorist had to buy these tin jerrycans at 150 shillings.
Kwa sababu wamekataa hii ya plastic, wanasema ukuwe na hii ya mkebe ndio uweze kununua mafuta nayo. Nimenunua shilingi 150.
Elsewhere, roads that don't have petrol stations on them were virtually empty. And Kenyan motorists, perpetually involved in fighting for parking spaces, were fighting for fuel, and for once, there were empty parking spaces in some of the parking lots usually jam-packed. Unlike the past week when Kenyans have become obsessed with the high cost of living, today they were obsessed with getting their hands on fuel at whatever cost. Bonyo Dinga, KTN Prime.